Hello, Aquarius. This is Michelle, and I'm here to do your November 2021 tarot reading. I'm using the Golden Tarot by Cat Black this month. I'm also going to bring in some cards from the Tarocco Soprafino by Ilma. This is another reproduction deck. And I'm going to bring in a card from Divine Doors as well. Something else is that I brought in the astrology chart for November, the one that I drew up because I did an astrology reading for all the signs in November. You might find that interesting. You can find it at the channel. I took all these notes as I was going along. It was a lot of fun. I will just note, since I'm looking at the chart and thinking about your sign, that you are really sort of like a focal point of this T-square. And so you really might find this reading interesting. There's certainly a lot of sort of chaos in the world right now. We can just see that without an astrology chart. But a lot of impatience, even aggressive behavior or anger. We might see that in certain areas of life. Perhaps not within ourselves, but it could be other people. What I'm seeing in Aquarius, though, is this opportunity to really take an objective approach about things, use a scientific mind to solve problems. That's really what this reading is all about, is that objectivity, that scientific mind, and the opportunity that comes along with tapping into that. And so you might find that reading interesting if you're resonating with that already, but this is going to be your tarot reading. Okay, so this is the tarot reading for Aquarius month of November, the tarot reading for Aquarius month of November 2021. What are the messages we need to know for my Aquarius friends? Let's go ahead and take a look. For the sign of Aquarius, well, we have the sun on the bottom of the deck. All right, that's interesting. Kind of picking up a sense of new growth coming in. We have justice coming in. The Ten of Coins. The Seven of Coins. Interesting. And the Page of Wands. I do feel, Aquarius, there is a question about fairness having to do with divvying out funds, or the way resources are shared. So some of you can be looking at that and feeling like there's a concern about an imbalance, or whether or not things are being distributed evenly. I do feel with this Page of Wands coming in, it suggests that you are using that Saturn energy. The Saturn energy is very strong in this card. And there's the sense that you're looking at the problem objectively and trying to not allow emotions to take over the situation. I think that emotions can be useful, and I think that you see that emotions can be useful because they carry information, but at the same time, you want to go beyond that and to the point where your logic can inform you further. The Eight of Coins and the Page of Coins. There's definitely, in this reading, and if you're resonating, there's definitely a question, a concern, a focus on money and finances. And I feel for some of you, you have really, oh my goodness, okay, you've done a lot of work in this area. Some of you are actually experts. You have expertise in a particular area. And in order to achieve fairness, and feel as though things are being distributed equally or the way they should be, some of you, I feel, are going to branch out on your own. Okay, so some of you are going to branch out on your own, especially if you're in a situation where like somebody's been, I'm going to say, like using your talents or gifts, and you haven't been compensated fairly. I am picking up for some of you too that there's a situation where other people are actually getting more. And it feels to me like, well, why should they be getting more? It does not feel fair. Why should that person be getting more? Kind of a time to move on sensation, 10 of Cups. Yeah. So that feeling of, I think it's time for me to find a place where I'm going to feel much happier. And also for those of you that are partnered or have a family, I think this also is going to impact your family positively as well. 9 of Cups, beautiful to see. Oh my goodness. All right. I really feel like you are on the right track with us, Aquarius, with these feelings, these thoughts, the trajectory. It does feel like the timing on this, if you're thinking about starting something new, it feels like the timing is very, very supportive. Knight of Wands coming in. And King of Cups, all right? And so I do feel for some of you that you would just like to be in a position where you feel more stable emotionally. And more than anything, I'm just really picking up the sense of being treated fairly, being compensated fairly, being recognized for the work that you have done. This type of thing, because you've done everything correctly here. I'm picking up. There's no reason for there's no reason for you not to be treated in the same way that others are. All right. Now we have the 5 of Rods coming in. 5 of Rods. So for the first row, for Aquarius, and this is the King of Cups. Now we have a match. All right, so we have a match coming in. That is confirmation on that message. And we have Justice coming in, and so now we have a second match. 2 matches in the first row. Let's go ahead and pick another row. We have the Queen of Fire, Queen of Fire, Queen of Batons. We have the 9 of Cups. Now we have our third match. 3 matches. We're getting a lot of confirmation with the Soprafino with all of these matches. Let's dig a little deeper into the deck. This is the 10 of coins, another match. Okay, 10 of coins. Wow, that's a lot of matches. Let's continue on. Let's pick the third row. This is the last row. Now we have the page of coins, another match. Okay, so now I don't even remember how many matches we have now. Two more cards for the sign of Aquarius. This is for the sign of Aquarius. Sign of Aquarius. We have the Devil coming in. Okay, that's interesting. It kind of ties in with the, actually it ties in very strongly with the astrology and the Saturn energy in your sign. Saturn, ruler of Aquarius, but also of Capricorn. And the Devil is the sign that represents Capricorn. Okay, and this is the King of Fire. The King of Fire, batons. Okay, interesting. Let's take a look. Let's take a look here. Just starting with these three now. You'll notice that I'm handling these cards a lot differently because this is a collector's deck. It's a limited edition, a limited printing, and so you can see I'm very careful with them. But I want to share them. I want to share them with you. And now I can't remember what order we had that in. I think it was like this. Let's take a look. Or maybe it was like this. That's all right. So let's take a look at this first row. Well, we have the match here, which is important. The two matches. My goodness. And the 5. Okay, 2 matches. And so again, the question about fairness, equality, being treated equally or in a way that really you deserve to be treated. I feel this is very important and that it will bring emotional stability into life. But in order for that to occur, it looks like some change needs to come about regarding it's not just work. It's work, but it's about the people. It's about the people, you know? Who are those people? That if you do branch out on your own, as some of you may be thinking about doing, who are the new people? What sorts of people will you want to be communicating with? How do you want to feel when you are around the new people? The second row from the Soprafino is suggesting that there is an opportunity I'm picking up for a much, much happier state of existence. And it comes along with a change in terms of your work life. I'm really picking up environment. Okay, so I'm picking that up very, very strong, like a new type of environment, a new group of people. I feel that you know that you can just feel a lot better about what you are doing in life. If these new people, I'm not picking up who exactly they are. What I'm picking up is you questioning, what sorts of people do I want to be around? Now with the Page of Coins coming in, and now we have the King of Batons. So it looks like there is some sort of new business venture or new line of work that you are considering. But wow, I understand this. I feel there is potentially something that is holding you back or holding you down, and it could have to do with material concerns. All right. So there can be a little bit of a feeling like I'm kind of stuck in this position because of material concerns, but you're already looking ahead. You're you're out the door. All right, you're already looking ahead. I think that if you do remain in this situation where you're at, that while you're there, you are already going to be thinking very much about what the new situation is going to be like. Good for you. Good for you for thinking about it. Good for you, because that is going to be the first step in manifesting this much better situation for yourself. I'm really picking up the idea of getting in mind what you would like it to feel like. What would you like it to feel like when you walk through that new door? I have to say, okay, so I'm going to be honest. I think that for, of course, I'm going to be honest, but I feel that for some of you, I think some of you are actually going to decide to kind of do something on your own, away from other people for a while. And that's the way that you're going to find some stability. You might be thinking about that. I'm just going to go it on my own. But I think we find that even when we do go it on our own, there are still people that we need to associate with. There are always people that we need to associate with for most of us and in most situations. And so I still think that it's a good idea to be thinking about that. What do I want it to feel like? Inner power. Be your own command. You brought yourself here at this moment in life. You have nothing to fear. Okay, what a positive message. You can make the change. You can bring this about. Things can feel much, much better for you, Aquarius. It's beautiful to see. You have all that really strong astrology going on in your sign. And so I'm very happy to see this reading. Aquarius, thank you so much for being here. I want to say a special, special thank you to the folks that have been coming to these readings, giving likes, commenting, or just even watching a good portion of the video. The support is appreciated so very much. It means the world to me, and I'll see you next time.